not getting 24-hour economy. We are not getting Agenda 113. We are rather getting, Mr. Speaker, a sacking of Ghanaian youth. That is the lot of our people, our opponents from this side.
For SOMPA 106.5 FM, Forgotten Country, Honorable ABOTCHIE. That is him on with his comments on the 24-hour economy. I want to ask you, Sadia MPP NDC Amanyokuno Ekaya during their campaigning with the 24-hour economy, would you be said the Omo Yeno? As we all observing, 24-hour economy, one Shasia and as one in Shasia. Because said Honorable ABOTCHIE because when they were campaigning, and someone now one Canada said 24-hour economy yabanya a 3-shift system. Ebimba juma for the first 8 hours, now ebima baba twaso for the second 8 hours, and then for the last 8 hours. Meaning that mebuno I Ghana hano obia benye juma ye. Do you think say science share we idea between akoswana? And of course, he made reference to the finance ministry. So, finance ministry, Juma upon 5 p.m. 24-hour economy, as some will be saying, 24-hour economy, truly has been explained during the campaigning for 2024 elections. Some come away, to go live here on SOMPA 106.5 FM. And again, also remember, sir, January 2026, the presidential primaries for the 2028 presidential slot, nominee for the New Patriotic Party, idea to abana omeyi okendinia obehim franka ediama MPP Amanyokuro nyame adomo 31st January 2026 na I want to abomu Honorable Kennedy Japan edin bi atudwa moma na enkotie
Enyuma mabie FM na montie asɛm a esi na mehwɛ social media papa bia opeso obey president na yiri campaign ma no okɔ Ashanti region asɛm a waka enwawa sɛ obi si oba obebie bia enyuma na adwuma no obie na gu wow wey na also campaign ama ukun it means ni kunu ba adwuma de munye bida enu nti na Ghana fomrantie no mabawa asori akra wo maame no wo fie so mo kopa adwuma na phone call ba ya yeso ba no kopa soja no wawu because sa nipa wey no mo na mo fa wo mo leaders yanwini si ebetini abi adwuma at least me wan dance die say Asempa Coastal the BN 2004 21 years still is functioning. Oman FM the BN 2007 18 years still is functioning. Oko Adepa Agrimpa all the coastals in the year krano at the 15 years. Inti anyebia no semima wadwuma ye mfie dunu mu a ntinka ompe na obi a wo bepetumi say yentu abama na the number 1 problem a ewo Ghana ha unemployment na wo yiri tumi ko gina ho kase na wo so obebi adwuma na obi adwuma no na egu we kire wo say they are not good managers. They can't manage the country, they cannot lead the country. As someone maame ne kan ye no e kire wo say omunni agwempa bia se ebebu o man no first na nka be bibi be so ba futu amoto minti me mfa nso
SOMPA FM
choboy first no aish e ka be bibi be so but enabia yo obia oya campaign say yanto Obama no me president the campaign strategy is oh Canada Japan would from October November December e be di na tema no no awase ne campaign and o ma di matema na me say na bubu nua asimaso maintain
Honorable Kennedy Akomprekwe Japan out in Kano. Now I am in some more what they are to Jano. okasa no ka bibi o osina nka odi asem bi besoso na sasem na okasa odi besoso no e wo adwemu a wutie ye na wi na nka asem benga ya activate your lines na maybe some asem na nka na opeso odi soso no na so dim sasem na honorable Kennedy akompre ko Japan san ko odi beso na nsem no so a okwa Facebook wall sese a SOMPA 106.5 Accra sasem no for God and Country program is so obetimi e de akwakoto ye beje bre na ya kenkan so e de amao the only say for the 2026 budget debate koso e wo Ghana Rashe bedwam no Kenke became a center stage dokono MPB a all takrade e de tudwa say dokono buo sabra me no kasei so do wani kire takrade a dokono buo no ade a dokono buo e dem pa takrade MP friend kwabena ochre da commenta wono e na odi nsem bi tudwa na mpacho yese nyom ye da yetifini ra no enti enko na enko tie ne
so no ko be should comments MP for takrade former Western journalist and on the floor of parliament who make his MP opposite Ecobank Makese he found out talking social and a time na mo wa ba mo 5 cities he found out talking social media for so okay e kenken
Maybe send this question there. Since when was Tesla there to the phone service? What's the NDC power pet? Ne tumko 7 cities. It's a very for our win. Or in the corridor, would the code attorney a could be a service. They 5 cities in here. On it in you bring a impactful blog and map was
that's well, some about 5 cities.
Not them 27 cities.
Wow. But Thomas no water. What's water to us? 1 2 minutes. It's many mama 1 hour. This is almost 2. Maybe it's a mobile on comfort time. Only 5 cities in a tray. You do one.
Okay.
It's mobile time of it. Kenya 5 cities and
wow.
See, as some one.
But you had the 7 cities. 5 cities now.
Maybe I don't know about you, not telling them that customers now.
All right, Ejere Bushafo said and correct na mama say asamoa ura ara say honorable kwabena ochre dako mensa eka no enje no kre bi enim enje no kre kontompo sam rodo radansam because I say ono kenke no about the 5 cities na customers no eto de bia obuso obuto mienu no muntimi ndi ento mmia ne nsem kakra don fa bo kakra nka ho say eda mame no eka ye na sese no ye mrache bedwafufu ati me ko ka san bia say dokono 15 cities kenke 15 cities is that really true abuja fo nche e be ko ma no sese a na ye ne owura Gilbert ni Ankra or ye AMA PRO and as a customer for na yene no edin komo so be kaya wa bra ye she djubere na se no me to just say abrama fo bi mu a wo mo nkran ha wo mo aso den pa na aso den ne ye den a abusuan aso den ne ye say wo mo charge bo a eni kwan so wo mo charge e bo a eni kwan so wo mo charge. Now, when the mayor for Greater Accra, Michael Papo Alote, Eddie Tujase, Bronya ya be rebui. What would nim now be 2 Lorry Femu, and I say, Uber Fanny short. Instead of 7 cities, now would you passengers 15 Ghana cedis, no? Was it what? So 1 3 year for yes, I am Bransam na. Ayadia emra eni ubedi enti be bia wo bia utie me so we a trotro driver na wo utie me a hye so sai sabre wo mo de emra eba na emra no se unim na ko charge aye first bia e bro aye passengers na ho den a Eyadia one metro aso. Ye kwa mano sisi ana ye no Ra Michael Paco Alote Edin Kobo. Oh, hello. Okay, me bacho. You know, ye kwa mano sisi ana ye ni GPRTU. Ye ni Abusha for SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country in here. We're just going to be right back with this particular story. So wherever you are, under the sound of this great voice, all we are telling you is that, remember, this is where you would have to be. This is where you would have to be. So remember, sir, this is the show that gets you home safely. If really you want to get home safely, you should know that this is the show. You were right, Gilbert. Ni ankra ewo ahomano so aye ne bedi nkomo mini Gilbert me ba kwa baba SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country soon dey wi
mini bema akam metropolitan assembly mayor honorable Michael Papa Seda no area we Friday yichia mutifu nyina
for Ejimoso. Now, interestingly, no, we have come across in some kind bia from him. Now, in some kind of say, bronya ya ye wumi. I'd rather ni bia wonim na oba charge passengers. A boy ni kwan so mutua no ya ding ema passengers no. Sa driver no mo betwe na so. Nkomo we beto dwa na say na o se ba mo akachi de ye ni mo bedi nkomo na ebisa mo so aso. Mo ana mo de nkomo ye beto dwa na.
Sapepepe, my main concern, Enra, na Metro Security Councillor, Mayor Honorable Michael Papalu Dedano, Asia transport operators within the catchment area comprising Omo cooperative, DPRTU, Utwa, na Ebeto just say. Complaints are over the time, you know. It is a lot of the drivers, you know, charge fares any approved fares now, and no, the extra burden to our citizens, no, the extra burden to almost now saying, no, me or Nankasa, Emma, Sina Ubi, be now, or be Pisca, now, I hear the Pacona, the PPP, of the 20 cities where they are kind of sick of one.
SOMPA FM.
Now, they are Paka. Now, Oshena, you'll be obviously, you hope to that extent. Now, aside that, also, no, innumerable check AMA, bylaws, EPA, operation of commercial vehicle bylaw 2017. Very, very clear. Say no driver there now. If you allow me, and let me just put briefly, every commercial driver shall convey passengers to their designation station without alighting and reboarding them to charge additional fares. Aside that, bylaw also prohibited drivers from charging more than the fares approved by the assembly in consultation with the transport unions, any generally approved fares by government. The bylaws, you are not supposed to go above it. Now, in instances, then be charging in the morning, no, your different fare charging, you bring to different fare charging. Now, finally, no, they are there. You're this very engagement, you know, to listen to the drivers and then find lasting solutions. But the two also say a lot more of these are they are not drivers or much you know, most of them are floating drivers. And you know, as an assembly, you know, you know, we need to ensure we sanitize the system now and no mail and the Security Council especially within this season, you know, and deal with the issue now. The Metro Security Council Nation say share enforcement that say now enforcement, you know, is to ensure that we clamp down on this floating driving and also charging on a full transport fares, no, is a general way to transport business. If you are being it DPL, you go to a cooperative transport union, even cargo drivers association, taxi drivers association, transport unions, all forms of transportation, they are approved and we expect them not to send Ghanaians.
Gilbert, me, I've been a victim of that circumstance. 3 days ago, I may call Accra town, main city center. Na me wodomi na me fa trotro no edi me do Achimota old station no na omoje me 5 cities 50 pesos me tika no mo na osasika say circle you go do circle so na and so wasaje me 5 cities
SOMPA FM
from circle to Accra na waje me 5 cities then you now check here it is 15 cities 50 pesos but the original fare no is been 7 cities and 8 cities. Adeway akoswa chepa na adentina mu related the clamp down on such recalcitrant drivers only to this particular season Christmas period.
Thank you very much. My main say intelligence you don't just have to move in. You need to do a lot of investigation to ascertain say the customer you need to have engagement and all that. They say now a wider consultation now. Drivers now multi unions said this is it and this is the timing we have all come together to ensure that we move it and it is better late. If we knew that this was the situation, we've not been able to address it. I don't think that if the measures are there now, the structures are there now, the consultations are here so far, no, all those engagements, you know, firm enough to move in with that right mindset to deal with the issues, especially we share this season more. We have a lot of people moving out and coming into, especially the central business district, to come and do a lot more of their businesses. We'll do more better, and all that. And there are major transport hubs within the city. This is not the time to burden Ghanaians with such extra fares, especially it is approved. The transport unions, they are against what is happening, especially with this all these factors, they come together to ensure, giving the assembly that power to deal with the issues.
Gilbert, I am just wondering, such drivers. Drivers
Osha, one, intelligence we deal with, and we check the composition of the Metro Security Council now in the entire security agencies and the services that we have are part of it. Gathering intelligence and ensuring how these drivers are apprehended, making it, I can say, in the informal chaired by Honorable Michael Pakwalo, the mayor of Accra, now briefly, let me say, this is saying answer is a part of measures to ensure within this effective season, there will be disaster free, there will be a road crash free, people, the safety will be there for people to move, go and come. Measures need be maybe a maybe up to the crowd. We have intelligence. Within the various vehicles, there are times we have people in the vehicles. When some of these issues happen, they quickly move in and then get us the information. Aside that, as a city, our citizen response is very, very high, and as part of those measures, we are able to use what we have as a city with respect to citizens' feedback to deal with such people and then apprehend them. Aside that, we are collaborating very well with the transport operators, with all the unions. We are collaborating with all of them to ensure we come together to form that tax force. Don't forget, with these transport unions, they know their people. We are able to move in, they know their vehicles. When we move in as a tax force now, they are able to identify that these are not their people. And through, we are able to ascertain, for these people, we need to get them apprehended and dealt with.
Okay.
Currently, those are strategies are able to mediate to them, but there are other, let me say, sensitive ones are security wise, so we cannot disclose some of those.
All right, so in your explanation, okay, sir, some mystery passengers aboard the cars and and the course of the course of the journey, so driver be from Sona or no obu passenger for some mystery passenger ebetimi akoso abuama akoso the arrest of such a driver. Is that true?
Yes, and since we are dealing with the police, we are working closely with the police. The passenger can even report to any police. Approved fares. I say, this particular driver is not charging those fares. Now, how best we will be able to deal with IC. These are some of the issues we are using to deal with it.
All right, Gilbert, answer the baby, So me a passenger ni na be make free domi call Accra na obi Jimmy aboarding biara. A crime bench na me so metimi afa metimi report such a person even suppose for credit name in Changa. A crime bench na metimi afa my report such a driver to the Accra Metropolitan Assembly.
Okay, so my can say at an assembly, we have our numbers even out there, and BTN Abobo numbers nibi. Call your website, so Krana. We have a citizens feedback platform. Aside the various mobile numbers now, 24 hours. So when you call those numbers, you'll be able to get we want to say that it's with evidence. Who reporting such issues, we'll be able. We should also get the various numbers of these vehicles. Areas are now applied to, and so, and even if possible, the entire picture of how the vehicle is, and to get the police as well, any tax force, to apprehend these drivers who are going contrary the law.
All right, so the best say mo numbers overseas sidu bioda for any year no much rat to say the be driver ni bi any ni mate bi confirm passenger bi o sa kwani asa we so a sad passenger no betimi afre number until for numbers no to dwaman.
Yes, your mobile number back one very popular. 0243 211345. That particular number no offer Obi
SOMPA FM
24 hours.
Okay, but also number benga 0243 211 345.
Yes. And then quickly, let me also add briefly, issues of sanitation is key in what we are doing. And Mayor Honorable Manakakwaloti, I say, as part of this particular operation, we've also observed that a lot more of these bus stops to drivers, waste, especially plastics, vehicles, when they get to the bus stops, they just push them and then drop them and litter the entire places. We are putting our eye on it, and OBBI eventually we understand Mayor Akano, the sanitation and the motor court of the assembly, is very, very functional. And our council during this period, they will ensure say the court is operational to speed up prosecutions. OBBI eventually in that direction, I can assure you say the law is going to deal with you.
So the number once again is 0243 211 345. Minia Gilbert, you better was in Navy pass or Mahokama, wedding come off for God and country.
We sure said together we'll build a city and Accra where we can all live in a love.
But we all but just say Accra had no few hapao.
Yes, as population grows, issues of sanitation, we must look at it collectively. Now, we all have a responsibility to play because the waste, to be frank and honest with you, I generated the waste, you also generated the waste. And it's about time, as a city, we move away from just littering and dumping anyhow because waste is a resource. It is a thing, we are looking at how our waste is going to be segregated. If you remember, any company be assigned MOU, and we are going to ensure that these plastics are going to turn into petroleum products. There is a bigger plan to deal with the issues of waste, but it's a shared responsibility. So, in as much as the city center, in as much as government is putting in measures, is putting in resources to ensure that we deal with the issues. So, as citizens, we must also be very, very resourceful.
All right. Into the company, being a company, Ben Amonio Masani, MOU, to undertake this exercise.
Yes, in television, company limited. Now, Omono, they help. They have a meeting. We are coming to construct a factory. I don't know waste, especially with plastics. We'll be able to convert those plastics into petroleum. Now, with respect to feasibility, has been done. Area site and all that. Now, from next year, we'll see some physical structures and improvement with respect to this very facility. But generally, waste is a resource, and as a city, residents, so we must play an important role. You have a responsibility to arrest the person. You, as a citizen, to arrest the person, even get evidence of what is going on, report it to the assembly, and I can assure you that the law is going to do its course. It is together, together. This is the only city we have. And it's the crowd we have.
Okay.
So together, let us all come together and then build it well so we can live in and then love it.
All right. Yeah, but I believe it's a company, Ghanaian owned.
Of course. Purely Ghanaian owned, and you can even Google that particular news. It's all over our social media handles. It's on our website, so you can also appreciate the fact that then do your own research about it. But on the whole, let me use this opportunity on behalf of the mayor to thank more platform for giving us this every time to educate people, to let people understand, say, together we can build this city, we can build this country as a people.
Gilbert Niankra, we might not say why. So, my who can marry in a woodin come for God and country, that's it. All right. SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. And I was go so I would say, Kai, sir. Yes, I'm commodity and Arsenal. Adiana, Kabi, say Ghana ha. Adama Funi be wa. A quail Mufaswa. In fact, when we treated some passengers, Adia and Yang. You bet you 5 cities in Prince. And so what do the original destination? So free Domi Kwon Kranya. We bet you have 5 cities in Prince. 15 cities. Which is not good. And yet, all right, so we'll be speaking. We want to go to the GPRTU and have a conversation with them too on this particular and Komoa Ababetuja Yesaka Ra Samuel Amo Wano Deputy PR Roma Ghana Private Road Transport Union. Many Amona is saying.
PROF.
I'm one that is saying, me pa chobe hoye pa, do you have a holiday?
Why correction is fast?
I'm a who me I'm one. As a crata, I'm going to 2 minutes. I'm confused. That's a say, bring a bow, Aquasia. I just be on no who the room.
Yeah, every question, Brunia, but now Brunia Banswa, now we are going to say an pressure back. The piece of the Ayana, the possibility, I may drive for no. And after the 5 months, the na mebe so no dia akọ abasungemu I sent a phone so be a bayashi wrongful overtaking drinking and driving fatigue driving me I don't know the answer of money answer uka no so ja so na say ties the money and the boy the so no need to no body answer ties me or the ties papa the do as na ja o ti akọ abasungemu you know e go so aye sensitization education you say nyame di chance ya sungemu.
Yo, now because of education and sensitization, I said this time around the Entimun can crowd. Now sensitization and education are more, you know. Because we hardly hear of the GPRGU in conjunction of with the National Road Safety Authority. So what more BBC Entimun this time?
That is correct. Prof,
SOMPA FM.
Previous years, no road safety GPRGU come Eko Montana Power could be Maudo Gray. Na se me no ka say na se unsha until Rosetinka.
Abu crowd be tell mu ka.
Yeah, you know mun share mu die nyina ko say omo logistics ni funds ni ade omo this adwuma no intiama omo dwumadie no aye bibia ho kakra na ni nyina mu no ma said the uncle say campaigning no kwabonte man kakane no yeti omonkane ade na men koso sa bad for GPRGA side ni there me no ka say kwa enche ye be kan say greater region ye be regional council meeting then after that you know you deploy your union gas na omo coast station deja ye di this adwuma no but the ananka yeta ye no in collaboration with the road safety no and the road safety na saying ama ho dey aba from kakranti no ama no na yen sheda enti omunka
na we are then who say road safety authority for and I said National Road Safety Authority for ma ho dey aba from ara omudu wedi gomo ya ba who say omusika asem ngoyi
ye ni omudi nkomoda only a bombardier double premium na sema make this because I am no you go premium this am say oh aye na say na nke je ti mo wo mo no ma chon krata bre ye ni mu nyina ka bo me je tutu na mo ni ade ba de nu mu ni e be huru say ejanka kaneno omutimi so masene ni ade no say omu sector no omu ni ba bi omu ye sika fi o ti say dia DDL for DDG sika ni ade no omu dia ne bi say ni ho enti abani na tsa nkomutiri so masene na eja akoni adadie ni ade no omu so atini e bi o ni betu sa na mo no na ye ni omu nkomodie na cha akwa se awon na ba form kakra e wo sa bia no ye di ni mpa bi ya
Biria amo asabu we a wo kan se o ma hoden aba from the saint you know akwakoma aye kasa kire a won ta kasa ma aye drivers ne passengers e futu o mo de ma o mo no enya de a kosoro ade a very very worrying because I know sir from the previous years you know ade na afibia ba beso a aya de obo kese pa ekoso ye wo so TV a obehu de obo de bi utie radio a obehu de obo de bi but say no enya de ayete because I remember one key phrase I don't tell you to say arrive alive but say no the road safety campaign no awareness creation no ye hu e wo gada ha but we adi 20 aya fraud dey say a driver for na ebrebi atwam bra me no wudi hu nkomo say sa driver for no wo buta charge passengers aboden no sa driver for no say AMA say wo ba beto omusu sa na nkomo ye beto dwa no AMA for obato omusu afre mo ana eni mo di hu nkomo
me da say minia nkomo ye beto dwa na ampa AMA for ye di hu nkomo na omo president chiemu bi ye bi mpani foni bi no ekopie mu ho na ade bi ayenso ye support pa ye support ne se usa shenka juma na ye wo mra ne nhihye ade ye na ye shenka for na station so no ye de bo bia ba approve bia de ba bontin a ye reso bia be charge ne sa pepepe eno me yama ya be hu ni se driver for ni bi o kra fa o hwehwe mo kwa wu station for mo ye adwuma mostly do adwumra na mo de mra sha mo nsem ebua enam kwam na omo gege apasi yafo entino ya tu wana mo ayehu deda chese ye pe kwa ye be faso a ye betu sa de ase so obesha na se bi ntem ye ba bontin be kan ho asem sa makuma si meyo etu anamo mo sha se omo ni sa driver for omo di se adwuma na e sha ti edi entino ni a me anamo mtu ni de ya yansu ya nije ho na ya fasa akonya no so uye ye ankasa ye GPRT member anase GPRT driver ni now the who eco boss our for no ko dis adwuma no na so mo ka ho no se omo twa so echiwa u be fia ye ankasa nso so tie nso ye wa so twe de be ma ho etire ya dia ye nyina no ye support se am into sa esa no ni ye nhwe na sa boni na driver for bi ni mo ye no na yema omunya de omoye
mini amoa ebe dem pa say mo betimi anya odroba ni bi a ojiji sa on approve first no because me ana no about 3 days ya me fruka na me call Accra da me freedom me dey call Achimota Old Station no omo give me 5 cedis 50 pesos ya ko do Achimota Old Station omo si second ya tikad mo no massage 5 cedis ya ko do second no obati Accra no massage me 5 cedis indi me freedom me e ko nkran no 15 cedis instead of the 8 cedis cry ya onje
Prof, the okay one. See, I see a bit too sad, and I see a bit to assist so easy. Number one, who said, can I say, can I say, KME? That is Kumasi Mayor, no SS, Mediasi, who deploy the can I say, the task force for the beyond, and the Barbontia, Omankasa Krapono, Omu disguise, Omu, F for cars in and we are number one thing of fast Obudinya Sankofono. Number two also has to do with this issue at the American white and say, yeah, when drivers be brave, Kwanswa, Omuni Union be Abai Mama Dian Sorewaka. Na Sarfo ya omudia omusomo for Mundo Union bia nenso emretia oma emrebia nso enti emrani tia omo nenso no obi enti sori emfa tamra emfa ndi omo no ye momo dia yentu omo sosa yetu omo sosa ye beti na identify omo station omo di sedjuma no ani omo nso omo ni because omo station omo do omo akobo omo no omo ye very few oh enti kan ke timi tu sa na free possible me for tax force for ye GPRT for so ye nyina ye be hu agin na obia like omo focus ni e hu say who driver ni who dis adwuma na entempana no then you get you arrested nkaka no get to that point but akwas ye nyina ye jagu passenger for no enam say bi ono pentemiti no eja no atua na okọ ni baby but ye kobane sanso a na boni na ekoso a e tia e yankofo
asabodi ana mu rempa because akwa driver for ni bi faso a omodi just cafe passenger for no to be ana no odin nkankan anopa ene anwumre na nkomo we beto dwa no GPRT for dem pa na mo be ya mo de beboa AM for said de be ya sa esa we on person mutu no bibia e be wie ni peye
yeah GPRT for ade aye ya ne say ya boy driver for nyina mane ye tu omofo who himself the one for Kawa for no and the Woody said you may have body and the guy. And yes, not to tell him the Kankano. How much so? Now, yes, you will say Okawa. I am before the Masuchi Mount, yes, the association at the amount. Yes, yes, ABOTCHIE. Yeah, no, I buy my 2 minutes the action. Then so, Yababua and my young Kataya Senka for no. Yet me a protection from joining the floating ones now omudi sedjuma no na study e ba bonti ayeke yanka sanso enko for to say yenso yes support to am so omuni sedjuma na omunyina so omo ka ho omo ka ho no obi anso be sign the chi anaso obi abegya isa abone na omudi no omunyina aba station aba be adwuma a charge approve first
Minu asabola mo a ewie meda wase pass o ma ho kwan ma eni udi nkomo once again for God and country that's why
Yo, mention that much.
Yo, nyame so enshira sir. O ma ho kwan ma ye ne wedding kobo. Ra Samuel Amwa, or deputy national PRO for the GPRTU of Trade Union Congress. But mami fa mankasa madwen kire e was asem wi hu mfanto dwa. Na me ntu adama for fo kakra. Any a passenger fo nyina. Yesi boni abekoso e wo ye mamu ha. Timemuni eka ho. When it comes to corruption, there are two ways: the giver and the receiver. When you are corrupt, Drabania ujeji and approve first, no. Who say, "Ketasishe proye dream kan afa wodumu no mum." How can you do this to your brother? How can you do this to your sister? Oh, mama. Edu enyumre first amojenko. Edu odopa first amojenko. Once I make sure me can say that both the giver and the receiver are all guilty of the offense. So we had passenger now to kemu. Now him say car wa from no car no concrete. Na driver dey need mate ni yes say. On ma do first imprensa and say we do grind to ya. What did they make at all? Say passenger sitting na mu ya no korea. Minjini pisa adaba for no betimi asisemo. Say passengers woni nyina no mano eye one a minjini pisa adaba for no betimi asisemo. Asamba na make at them no. I was some passengers, yes sorry waka I was driver for no so. That the drivers who also misbehave with this particular issue. I was a brand new mubedi. I am the plan say I am I sorry say microphone over two SOMPA FM. Because how come say Ufruka every domiha ako akra trotro now bet you have 15 cities 50 pesos and not 16 cities instead of 8 cities 7 cities. Most sorry, I must say politicians, you know, and a bomb, you know. Where is the sense of patriotism? Ketasi shed prayer and a dukro bia our memu. Onyanin no channel. Right from a jump to bebia ketasi shed prayer. Drabani yabesro. We are sacra now, Surahi memuno, a bebo. Drabani o yesano, Sura himemu ebebo. Ketasisha project dream kan everywhere. Because I brebi etwemo na me ankasa menia kwesi pokutama West constituency. Labochi. Ya take corruption ade bia no na ye bo politicians wodin. Hwe de adama fo yiye. Enye bia no. From Domi to Accra 8 cities. Enso so kwabrane ebe lodu 15 cities. From Domi, oh no, there's Achimota old station, Utikenuma, Circle, near Sajo 5 cities. Until from Domi to Circle, which are 10 cities. From Circle to Accra, what's that you another 5 cities? 15 cities. But I want to support a Namontua KMA2. I want to support it. Mamu Feniagro. One more small security now. Almost small Musamu Kono Jubano. Omo Dina Jumano no Munini. For one more my Ganemu, Musia Basramo. Say, sure, be near the Nipana Bremoa, Sandy Pano, Mumam running in the. Because it's a gather, I saw Bia Yadi Ope. Drabadinia passenger, or the silicone. 1 year did that, or no Bia, now the silicone. Everywhere you go, there is corruption in this country. Where is the sense of patriotism? Heaven, no, yegina pe heaven akwana. Dobenia would tell me that would him say heaven, maybe an own backo. Say yegina him say asitremu ayadeng. Yegina him say asitremu ayadeng. Asitremu ayadeng. Mika orakwe subo go him. Asitremu ayadeng. SOMPA FM. Sikano nya ya neko. Unye sikana neko. Buri adama fo. Se mo nya musubana me ne mo be yam papa. Me every day bia be trasia. Me use 5 minutes. Na me dey akasa for asem no ho. Abusia dan ho aba. Ye ba aye uragabi e wa ha kasama NDC amanyoko kwesi poku. New Patriotic Party chairman for Tema West constituency on also atana sesa so na aye ura Winfred Kofi Zirichiku or also a former MPP chairman for Amasaman or also a waha. Yeah, then when we come back, we'll be getting into the matters proper.
Techimano Fui, Electroland Abeja, near the Munamuniama Punning in Answabo. Wait, Thursday, 10th April 2025. Raya showroom for front Kumasi Techiman Kwanaso.
Yedi Roma, sorry, Dino, and that's a backsword Nedia Nimshe.
Roberto Samsung, TCL, Media, NASCO TV, AC, fridge, gas cooker, washing machine, deep freezer, home theater, microwave, blender, kettle, rice cooker, and any more papa Kahunina. Now, when in Bribi, Edicam for Baku 50, ebenya 15% discount. Any achedie, it's a rabbit idea. Kahu na senya.
To me, Chenya Oba, any petchemo, and na dear bedachi. Nanso, ubit me up one manenya pomodin free mo frase. Yam vita ye pebi, minutrivi, aye, ye unquada etiania, aye de na amodia a woman of one of frapomodin. Anyo, in penny for swinging, chopa. Mawobano apomodin free mo frase. Yam vita, gumo do pray. Yam vita, a delicious way to grow. FDA, Aji,
SOMPA ABOTCHIE
2025.
Yaba. Bible say, Nyame SOMPA pani say, ubi konwu nyanka, eni ewisia mobo. Enuti na SOMPA 93.1 Kumase.
SOMPA 106.5 Techiman.
90.7 Enkransa.
101.1 Takwa.
98.9 Sunyane.
Ana SOMPA 106.5 Accra.
Yakabom, se bronye, yebema enisia, eni ekranfo, edidi, na yankwa yetimi, ajise obeboa yen.
Enti se ya anwa, emmo, tin tomatoes, ntade mpaboa, ye bia wahye dada wonsan ehia, enye ntade dada na emom. De yebetime de ya che amanoa ye, monfa meboa yen. Ne yafa mamobrofo, ekunafo, enyanka ne ewusia.
Ebusuafo, yamfa ye ho hyem, na proposi prepa obo aduponko mu. Ye nyankopon, obeyiye wiye. SOMPA ABOTCHIE, ekunafo, ene enyanka ne so, wo mu bedidi. Se yesika, fatu ahomatrofo iso. 0598-559802. Meeti mu biem. 0598-559802. Ediye wasu yetara One Media.
Anasa Blessed Foster.
Branya Bosome, ni beboja trada. Na dia mode tomo yeno. Yedi ama ekunafo yi. Mua mu ye bi afie twa mu no. Emu adansidie die. Mua mu nim. SOMPA ABOTCHIE
2025. Yaba.
21st Clinic aye sciatica expert. Sciatica no o nerves na wo to ase na fa wo siremu na fa wo nansia besi ase ho no. Se ho techema eno ene efa ne sciatica. Na etimi bubu o to ase ka wo se dwe wo sirem. Woje ho ba bia enye. Na no na 21st Clinic ba ye adwuma pa wo mu ye ntia baso bo ma gye no Ghana ha. Ene amono ne enya asem ketewa. Wo mu gye international awards ahodo, wo mu gye local awards ahodo. Na anu nso na wo mu bie the only sciatica research and treatment center in Africa. Bibrim ha no ebi ni ba bia gye 21st Clinic nkwa. Wo mu de bibidro ene besa o yare no masa de machine aka ho. Eya yare sabia yare bia wutimi de ko ne mama ade ba ko a wo ma gidi wo mu pa no. Eye sciatica ena stroke nso de kwa diabetes ne hypertension ne ade. Ghana ha ba bia wo mu ho. Enkran ha sese ye wo Tantra Hill runabout. Se wo fi enkran eba ye wo wonsa ni fa so. Wo fra masaman so na eba nso a wonsa bonkum so. Eho na wo behu ye. Fre 0540-311-311 0540-311-311. Next 21st Clinic. Still wo mu ye sciatica expert.
Tontonte yenum nsane e fadwen ne e fadwen ampa se na nim se brebi beba ama tontina 74 opa ye simple T74 abeya aduru tontina 74 ana T74 asa twe ya dwene esina nanom dodo so se de na dodo bua ma nanom enyare basabasa no saa na tontina 74 ana T74 ebu anipadua no emo immune support enti obi onum bie no abrebia ne ho denden tontina 74 yi nso ya ye no se nsuo krokrowa kama enti baabi a wonam bia wobetimi de wade akọ samene wa ankefi na ekroyi eda no nko na wie ye wa bra mennom T74 samennom tonti na 74 menya hoɔden mennom ne da bia T74 yi eye hahama ene ye de aye na DHC ena aframa na ye kama saa no T74 ahoɔden ne apomuden ko a wokɔ pharmacy ana baabi eto nro bia wobenya tonti na 74 yi bia to T74 yi enye ma oba wafa afuro ana obi a ɔma nufoɔ ana se obi a onya mfie dumienu eto phone frɛ 050-162-8931 and 0246-073-498 FDA agi adwadie nkratoi atom.
Abusafo ya mamba kwa baba SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. Exactly 5:05. Your baby lines ratum 0260196064 0260196065. Yankoswa in that time herbal mixture say Casa Natural Mineral Water Lexa Company Limited umpa omude abedwa so ya toothpaste ni ya toothbrush sasuna yedi asidabema RSYD now Vigi Studios and again Electroland Ghana Limited. Onyina as well as for God and country. You bro. Remember, sir, we are joining the conversation on Facebook. Facebook is SOMPA 106.5 FM Accra. Be a war, comment be a war. Our person to bring Mike and come out. What the fast are when you are swat, you bet you break. Now, you can kind of what to say. Hey, Chama Bakupa. Yeah, I be Tama West constituency chairman, always looking fresh.
Greater Accra coordinator Tim Kennedy.
Greater Accra then coordinator
Tim Kennedy.
Tim Kennedy.
That's all.
Tim Keja. Tim Keja. You know. Hey, alright, have you that to say?
Boko Minia.
Say party ba power pa na phone share sada.
Nyamina.
Na just say bibia akoso ye wo.
Nyamia do bibia akoso.
Asitre mu ye.
Oh, nyamia da Roma.
Nyamia ma. Ebi musu kasa asitre mu odin de.
Oh, mitise na o kan afidie nso say.
Asitre mu de eden.
Ena kwajo poku ena say the reset agenda.
Kwesi
poku sorry. But unfortunately, I'm say I don't know say 2024, 2023, 2022, 2020 say no ni krumu a. Na inflation in numbers of 50 something percent.
Obi be say inflation ye di.
Oh, but we inflation for look at the exchange rate. You see, a chroma ha dey ba kwa say what here say
yeah.
Most of your nema emo anwa nema dodo na ye krafra buchi. And the dollar na kra. They say the tie bia say we exchange rate eco there's a possibility say nema na krafra buchi no and so bet in fact there's all kinds of adansie bebre wo ho. And sabe and more na ebia 2024 20 near ton base 150 and obetimi anya be 80 cedis and one near ton base 100 cedis and obetimi anya base 70 60 je obi a one person obeka no kre ya o tikroma 2024 o tikroma 2025 and obeka say sabe emaimu aye din se na wom 2022 2023 2024
but from where you said this piece sabra me no tie a mine more ding but enya ding to say e bin mo apenso
there be no mind dey o kase mo ayedin now we dey compare the previous years so what you say say samre ewo mu so fi say enema ekoye ese previous years then you must admit it so what you say make I say one member of parliament e wo takra me grada means of franyo anwan o sa ko ball base okoto e ma me so on kanokre also on kanokre okoto dokro 5 cedis wa benya parliament so okoto dokro 7 cedis sometimes we have to be very sincere with ourselves politics wouldn't throw bebre ya na nipa kwa sabi omumu
me ba akwa ba ma me ma Ewura Winfred akwa ba kan e chairman MPP chairman for Ayamasama and Apom to say first time having you
papa who ya bomuzo
Are
then MPP chairman.
I am only feeding on what I have been provided with.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. No problem. But God forbid.
But we are NDC chairman.
NDC chairman.
I was not sure about it. I'm a former chairman and I'm him. I was also
Many problem with the word impersonation. No, now my problem ni MPP. Me ko impersonate MPP. Abba. Na nyame zo kra on pe masam sa.
Na odi asama da kwe. What's it?
Nyame ama me nyansa kra sa me impersonate bibia MPP. Abba, kwai. Tofi akwa. Masa ye ni krom ha yesterday me nya fan boy bia me ye hustler. Me ye BSc agriculture me dofo. I'm proud of it. Me the gallon the photo petrol the begu me pumping machine mu enye galam say dia. Obi o tie me bi o the gallon top full petrol bia me ya ye use pumping machine petrol no gallon mu a ye hu ya nim say 20 Ghana 30 Ghana. Ube feel sa white gallon na 75 cedi. Ya kwa abato. And 50 Ghana na yama. Na me call impersonate amanya party. CPP kura manya ampe impersonating MPP. God forbid. Me want me to school visa mama sa my graduate no me call manya party be MPP. There any leadership. Oh never.
Me da say me da pass person go buy. But media Winfred. Oh buy no say na me din komo bi. I don't know say san komo no. Ye di be diu da na obefo trotro prensa obefo trotro ye ever say okwa akra obetua ka den prensa charge on be charge no over and above the mra na aka say driver for nje why experience bi da
rapani me di enchia kese koma watifo nyina ba on a more serious note no ya meeting baby am di areho pa
adentra
because me party no power ana John Mahama ontumi nye adwuma ni nyina ntina ade achi ano the letter ba se Kwame Kojina Junction we oppose ni nti oba ba mu for almost 10 months to 1 year ni na yetumi stable petrol because the president kura pa driver for chow say anka be ya se de yati price no so no omuma ngina sa junction no so na ebinu musesi ya udu circle dia masa said ya wo kan na kura ya udu circle ya full throttle no tensi de egu na ni mu asio driver bia straight tensi obi a o tina throttle mu bia di madanse ewie ya Kojina circle obi obeba La Paz straight tensi sesi ya mo aja amasama kura poko ase said ya be ya odu poko ase obesan ajiwo akodu amasama odu amasama nso obesan ajiwo straight in Sawam 15 straight 10 straight said ya wo kan no price ya 8 cedi ubetu ya 15 cedi price ya 10 cedi ubedu fie no wetu ya 30 cedis into state institutions na omo tumi no on say menye NDC ni ntine na ma party ni tina power chair eboame state institutions are ya di tumi amayen say yemfanye ABCD no ma yentwentwen so sa nyame owosoro ani Ghana ni bi otie mi bi anim say petrol bo under MPP ding say ni boarding say na nti den na afei mom na petrol na momu de ye adwuma anu so na mo gina de tu petrol ka afei mo no ene na aba form no mom de obia be gina ho a straight 10 cedi say shorter distance a what cycle overhead na say 10 cedi boni ben nti na me GPRTU ni AMA for no me GPRTU dey me ni one more special problem pa ya tu petrol mu enna anka it is doctor for teacher for ombe demonstration bia na yo mo aketua but din so be say teacher for your demonstration nkwala ni textbook mai ya cost strike nkwala ni say mai dabida as we live in a state of selfishness.
But who say assembly na okano say teacher ni be dey
where demonstrations say government in fact yen ko classroom government in fact textbook my say yen fanye adwuma ni yi but your mo pay dia and your china be demonstration pay na ko say anya say teacher for be nkwala no be sua dia enti no sara na GPRTU I was say ye mo concern I say inti lawyer for ni Ghana ha where we can find a way and a means to stable a document you must belong to an association so that we can regulate and formalize a transport system in Ghana.
I think the LI 2012 govern driving in this country, no. I'm saying but the specific section is what I cannot quote right now. Good. But say you have to join an association.
Very good. Media me come as a me can wholesale sir. In the Sawuni state agency we are association in charge of that particular sector. There is an airline backing a certain issue. Can't you evoke the domain of the law? I'm ready to say, Obianko report to say your crime for say running to me kasama. Into the administration itself, mayor no, why are they say he is waking up? But we are even too late. The frustration with respect to the transport system, too bad. Unfortunately, petrol, and the major thing any petrol. Also, now spare parts corona for ever since President John Mahama prices have been relatively stable. We are born some crowd. In fact, the devil celebrates success. Masa, ubi our camp kinky ako 5 CD. Yanyi intro no kran tunche. Me a chairman to 2020 elections.
All right. Me
to a bro nkran for bedia homowobia ya to a bro. 2020 ya to bro the command him for 350 Ghana 400 Ghana 300 Ghana last election year 2024 ubenya bro but it is 1,000 plus 1,000 3,000 4 and so far the awu tie me wo your beautiful line catch me say 2020 year 2024 year ko about now we top your water 1 CD say here 5 CD it is not there
mami now I say me nua Winfred na hotel in Canada. Ora Gabi GPRT for ne AMA for anomontu ampeso butu they clamp it down on drivers I want so denga we charge unapproved fares during this period, you know. Do you think say a workable ana?
Me jitum say the minion sikan no chairman sikan no your institutions which is the security services.
Sure.
MTTD4. The security service are they in charge of forcing road regulations.
Enforcing the road regulations. The MTTD division of the Ghana Police
exactly.
Service.
Now, bebreba ye kan you know money tria. Bako sek no mu jina ho, bako akra no mu jina ho, baba dome ha no mu jina ho, bako taifa kra de ha na hunta ya na awia bi no wa be bo barrier bi wo ho. Taifa da no pa hu ho be dome ha de ya no mo ha. Ominim de ekoso nyina. But they don't care.
But I just say they don't care because yeah outdoor program e work no. Some of the drivers they allege say na sad drivers no ejijiska e come police for no. Some of the passengers had allege say na sad drivers are omo yes aniema no omo jijiska omo de ama police now where you money
they make question because omo kakra ombe jijia go mutom na ne hi ehun ye omo enipa dodo no a passenger for na ye fruit trotro na ye disa boni we di e no omo nyina e ho se what ase because enti so omo nim kura bebrebe kan we dey ma press ni ba ko se de na GPRT ni sika no press ni ba ko enye dey onwro na tale no nkotena ka mu onba gini tension na ko de aya dance ye na wa che no oni ni mate nyina ye de mukoko ade che na de mako remind there's a 1 month. That should be a deterrent. Unfortunately, maybe mom I disagree with the mayor now. Person who didn't know so why should you politicize it?
I'm
telling you.
But is that not the duty of the mayor?
No. Mayor. The mayor is not supposed. Now, me catch you say 1 minute so me force road safety regulations. MTD.
But so uti say me a year ura Gilbert ni Ankra Kasano or no spokesperson to the Accra Metropolitan Assembly. Ochra, there are bylaws within the assembly. I know Ochra say driver DB obeji unapproved face biano. Also side driver the so I don't believe say.
You see, concentrate on education. Omni GPRT for no. You see, so one share your chroma a driver for notwithstanding say one more different unions. One you very strong. So I'm here now. Ya no corporate and this in a buyer and omtiti a driver for let the amrano the institution the security institutions now ya did 2 minutes show monsano. Let them enforce that particular law because they will be anywhere say onim. They are no coming in here is about the waste management. Unfortunately, let me tell you something. A chroma, which my catch or say, and the waste management a problem for the entire country and Krahanko is because waste management itself, no, and fear BH, ya monopolize na Zoom Lion pay. Look, I can tell you, number of waste management companies are, or my the Zoom Lion bad the sinner, or my good, be what look, Zoom Lion, which my catch from almost every politician in this country. Mean you are trimming your adwa. Do dona shombutum. I'm telling you. Do now if he's a misrana. I've been around for a very long time. Do dona shombutum line butum.
Politicians.
Look,
NDC
this previous government Mamika Bibi so. Your creative funding be offer environmental BBB funding. It accumulated over 200 million Ghana cedis. The Command Zoom Line group of company. About that was, I think, say, Nansebu Kasa institution from say Environmental Service Providers Association, ESPA. On by a press conference via graphic two front page. So mama bino now Ochubako that now Ochubako should have been 7th November. Sabaya and Chomuka on by the Umbeko strike. Grant all the equipments in terms of waste management. Go to their website, ESPA. No, now say Zoom Lion has about 5 companies. Like a pressure group.
Form.
Until the American say, let the assembly know. Look, that drip machine is here by
yeah.
More heavy duty one, or more payloader. Look, Adiabakwe is monopolizing in terms of waste management. It's about landfill site. There are districts, landfill site, and so there were arrangements, common fund. I'm sorry, quarter biani at Yakomazula. Meanwhile, this district may not even have waste management side. See, I'm sharing and depolitizing the waste management operation in this country. Now more companies are mama. Near the same human quasi company be Tembia no person or count suffer. Tembia no person count suffer. It's unfair. It's unfair. And I know na me the men encourage you say they should because now now say me pe company cross so many assign lucky that company me who need him as part of Zoomland group of companies.
Yeah.
So what you see. Yeah, other companies in the waste management delivery in this country. Rather than see a monopolizer. Tembia no person timcha abansanti o masharama
Mami now say Gabi speaks for the NDC 26 minutes after 4 Forgotten Country and Awuti Chairman Kwesi Poku aha, and this is just a quick reminder sir now me KBB about the Road Traffic Regulation Act 2012 you know, and it says that a person shall not operate as a commercial vehicle driver unless that person belongs to a recognized commercial and transport organization. That is according to the LI 2180-2012 of the road traffic regulations. On this subject of a driver for Abubapu, what would you say?
I'm on your phone, Ghana, your problem, MPP, NDC. Said driver for you,
SOMPA FM.
Go out there and talk to them. When they do your politics, ma, you say, I go for the Sunday Paco, when the person is misbehaving, the person feels that when I'm too about now, and then they didn't answer. Say problem, way. Me, I've been a presiding member before. We've gone to address them. You have a senior party member coming to tell you about Enchimo. I can't say how to depend on him. The Nipa.
But don't interrupt.
The woman say, I'm on your 4. We are the problem of this country. And now, we go yeah, fair. Miss see Chaka Chenko say, I don't obey. Right over you are ready, honey. We are about time. Miss me, Baby Maunya. This is where we find ourselves. Politicians, we are not truthful. When is you test? Oh yes.
Who say that?
I'm on your phone. You're not gonna phone need to cry. Yeah, you can't cry now for if you obviously quantity.
Politicians, you are not truthful.
Yes, to the people.
Politicians and kind of
yes. Oh, Maza, adia nano. Na obi you call pamum. You too be di abaye. You too be di one way. May who one cry. My lose greater class seriously. And there may be a sorry say a born into obey. Miss Messi oh. Manga Johnson go for a some betu. That's why I said.
But so yes, I want idea who can draw.
No, yeah, and there's already your own.
But to say who was who liked
no. No. We couldn't even be a new course now to see. But I'm saying that we need to be able to come to a point. I because say cut off point in Ghana, yes, Ghana first. We need to go on that pageant. Mayor, me I be a presiding member, and I'm surprised. Me, I won't approve anything exposing my chief executive to public ridicule. Why would the chief executive? Who chief executive? You are the chairperson for music, police for the to me, you are the chairperson for music, the municipal or this security council. Shall I say? With the MTT, the issue shall be. And you your man penny get to out and cry. So you don't need to go and enforce the law. No, you don't need to do that.
And then I'm sorry.
You call a music meeting, let them understand. I don't we a security challenge. As much as security yes will be music and people in will be because of one city will be Uda.
Yeah.
So it's a national security threat, Sadiano. Because people are complaining and they didn't talk about them. So for me, I believe I call a music meeting. Bring the MTTD commander. You can summon him to come and sit down with him and let him know the way you want it to go. The political angle, you are there to defend the political angle. Then you push them to go and implement. You as the you see, they are certain sabai. Everybody want to be on social media for people to see it is social media near market. You have to come on a foreign affairs. You will be in social media. You understand? So he wants to be in the social media space. I know people who are working who are not in the social media space. He wants to be in the social media. MC Nankasa Kobe. Oh, MC Binoko. Lege Kuku. China Mall. Or no Grappa Lokotum. I ask myself, you have revenue collectors, you have tax force. MC now the crop credo. You are undermining authority. Means the coordinating data is not working. The finance officer is not working. That is the meaning. That's it. I don't know. What I say about you see people applauding say Mama Nankasa call credo. What I say? Yeah, many on social media. After got 2 years, the new men Chinese for go patch. Additional go for be. Today, next trending and no be pay. We start trending so many be.
And you know, you want to say, sir, Aya Namonga, Aya Ura Michael Papua Luti, Greater Accra Mayor no O2 no. Aya Namon Papa. The me can say the thought of it is good. The team for the implementation. We the Papa why implementing here there's no problem. What I say? The moment there's a politician leading, me see politician be around you must comment me about inciting conform. Meaning the America. Yeah, man for here. Your opposition party edunya so. Me ma chose like amanofo bo there. They be asama kan.
Me say amanofo opposition party edunya sa.
Mo opposition na mo ni nyasa.
Yes.
On babu ba ben mo ni nyasa.
Me.
Yes.
Me. Na ma Seri Francis Do. Frandesco.
Okay.
Yeah, chef share down. Oh ye no. Oh ye ne ye.
Yeah.
Your mama baby. One but everybody come matter in any secret.
All right.
On the language is about 15 buy. You just so. Oh, Goy, Krobi Wadan.
Okay.
Ye the day you make videos to social media. TV. Say Irandano. It's an election 2016. MPP vote consul keke. I didn't remember 2020 and I'm mami. Say Papa now.
Okay.
Na Papa no enya regional chairman. Yeah, go the language at 32 na go.
From 15 to 32.
But be 16 akwa go nya asem no. E 32 go.
MPP mo 32 na go.
What I say? Baby, obi 16 ko ya when do ja ya campaign no. Na kan papa ma, e 32 go.
Debi.
E 32 na go.
I don't watch yourself.
So I'm saying that politicians. And you your mama.
Who opposition?
Oh, massa.
Ada wo nyansa. Babu ba be mo wo nyansa.
And you your mama you 15 ma you 2 no. I go for 30. You understand? Politicians, that is the way we are. Look at some politicians on poster. Who you just say you to abeti even because of on poster. Me because me can me I won't miss. Look at some just poster. And you poster here, I'm on your voice, Uni Global. Has the man listen? Look at some just poster. You look at this poster.
But some John the poster,
Jesus Christ. And now you so you listen. I'm saying that MC, you know, at your day, but yeah. What I say? But when you're careful, you have a union. Fancy, be one of the union circle. I'm like, man, you're chairman or union chairman. Tell me, or politics. It's possible. I don't want to tell you, I want to union once anyway, but or politics. And you some music. Oh, and I did be Okroma. Task force be able to be a job for the boys.
Tax force be able to be
ready, yeah.
Oh, question for
Masa.
What's it tax force be able
to be a job for the boys?
A job for the boys.
Now, Mama Tranga.
Why?
Mama can't tell say green one way from say white, blue, and what do you tell me?
Water gas,
water guard. Okay.
Blue water gas.
Mama can't tell say blue water guard. A fresh chairman be having for bra. In the Mirano Sona say Cochiga, I'm saying for who be after phone so. And the other bit is what they buy.
Don't interrupt him. Allow him. Nobody be Gabby.
And this is for the water guard for. And I want
Debbie. We are around interrupting. Whatever you have.
And this is chairman Tamawas Ala say my downfall. Your man is slow to be. Me na radio so ma come him no. What ya o makasem boa. And I'm back how I say. We are the sir. Nipa no ground so open no here juma. No chi obi excavator. Chairman go sipo kunie, but yes sir. Yes sir, because when I'm do call. Me boa. Ya anti kroma no biti South Africa say for phone go open you ground so I ho ba say me. Unti kroma. Ya anti kroma. MPD phone go say papa say no be kasa. No check say water guard phone go say hey steady. Okwana nye water guard. Ne so jeni. Who was that then? So what I'm saying is that tax force kono. Military and police are ready to pay money than to go to Lebanon. I'm telling you. In one day.
Oh my pencil.
Oh, me see.
Me macho. Oh my pencil.
Oh, I'm pencil me baby.
Oh, asaba na kan. What's it?
Soldier for go we now just 20 sisters reform soldier. Protocol I teach my party for. Protocol. Minister dey say 2000 backlog be there. When one go dey inform ejumem. O just say who say na omani bo makasa. It just say show mu dey dey shit. Omani we are on piato nchen. But you don't have any
evidence to that effect. You can't say.
Oh, me. You started recruitment from a friend, Chama, but my friend is Chama, Madame. When you was a train, you have a movie. Get okay. And you are thinking about your friend to come here. I will be like
from where you sit, come on, who didn't do a high and they way. Over just say, I'm on your four. Moffatimum for Crocker the John. Oh, Moffa Crocker the John. I'm on your four for Timum for Crocker the John. MPP and this. Rahul. Abusha for SOMPA 106.5 FM. Forgotten country, Kaisa. Ya toothpaste, ya toothbrush. Omaso ya sene we forgotten country the bro. Badika catch us and Mukanka Wahui. And ya de pa. Ukasa obi huna nipa ne twini ti akode chi a kyerese wenum no sentinel free oba na enye obi o num jot obi o ho a sa nipa do so do ori cafe onum cafe na cafe no ama ne sene nyina brown bomodin pa na pay ya toothpaste ya toothbrush na fa twetwe sen wo de twetwe sen wenum nyina be yunyu scent o sen no so be fita bomodin na fa we ne kire supermarket bia ben bia no na kan say ogwa koto aposen a wo de be twetwe sen a ya toothpaste ya toothbrush so won kran he no pa bi etu atonga 050-161-9588. So we'll come here 050-1390-338. Like I said, electronics there. Open papa party there. Electroland Ghana Limited. I want to call electronics. Papa say TV, say air conditioning, say fridges, washing machines, rice cookers, all the electronics that you can think about. Don't try to cherry amount. I'll bet unsesike pia Electroland Ghana Limited but what enough for the chire Techiman men Kumasi station in Chengwa so wo Kumasi a Kasi Junction Tech Junction obe hu Electroland Ghana Limited one kan dental barrier Dansuman roundabout industrial area Biademel complex they didn't share anymore they have offices in all over the country Sijani Mangasim Cape Coast Credit Tamale etc. Fre 0245 949495 0245 Casa natural mineral water ensure that ensure bobo ensure yo ensure that they say ensure no more say the pedua ensure no more we abo pa to za wakoba na form baka che say ensure we there ebuda hodin efin bi anymore you the first great filters and a sonic Casa natural mineral water and to your birthday party abedin tro say wo ye yiyo adan hyemude bia nsu also mu use oro eye kasa natural mineral water on Facebook one this is here obo say kasa natural mineral water no da so say o person the Casaloma Ventures for kasa number of phrases so 020-6469-430 030-3965-780 Taifa Bia Back Hospital lechi ho anabo Casaloma Ventures Casa natural mineral water so refreshing na yanko eye MPP amanyokudum Gabi be be sha ase free ho say ebinom say obo per proxy voting ebinom say obo per proxy voting ebusa for proxy voting no say eye MPP amanyokudum eye ade a wo mo gina akono obo person mo yi obo flag bearer for the 2028 general elections. Na wabu ekwako to abana akwako yi flag bearer no. Wabu say wabu dia anya dia proxy voting no. Wabu be so kra. Na when na eye asukufo bi ni party mpanyimfo bi a womo amanone. E kiro krata e de bre eye the Presidential Elections Committee chairman Ora Joe Oseiusu said osre na ada. Obu sre Joe Usu ada say o makwan na womo amanone no mo mpa obi mu ogana ha. Na woman to Gina man muntu aba. Na we na say candidates no be say nine so obo tiase. Ba ko pedo so tiase. Na Gabi, is that not a way of the franchising one year eto aba every amanone e ba Ghana na.
Yo me wasem no mekoso. Na minua Kozipoku. Enu nti na waye ora wo kere dia Japan.
Kawasem.
Oh, Dabi, massa sense bebra waka na me bia no. Don't worry, some crown and come yin.
But the can
Meka no cry as MP before self. Nti meka bi mechanical crab, don't worry. And nti no ye around work in Japan on the Greater Accra coordinators on the chairman.
Why?
Bisa ne kasa se ni ura ne kasa se ni panyini. Na emre bi adana
me bato na kasa na ya na senye.
Oh, ebi o ho a na me foa ne so. Bebi o ho de amene ne nya adwen. On say ye buy you say tema na me bisa say ye kasa no e ko afidie ma na me nua afidie komo woni komo kra na edi
komo be na na mo
kofi buy no bisa am say kabi woni the honorable agric minister and am so honorable agric minister honorable Erikopoku me ne pa in fact me ko ware e wo sunwan no ye deputy regional minister
me
hotel me da ye all kinds on the din land cruiser mame and am the if is my only me papa but ye ba me nko no hoda nti woni ade nkoma na edi no bi sam say enkokon kedenkete na aba no ye pe protocol ni akope bi wey 2020 ano ye constituency chairman me madi constituency secretary Domiko Abenya me ye one of the longest serving national communication team member impanyfo bebra hu o man no mkrokro upon me na mdi bi ba communication team no mu if I me share national communication team in 2009. So atem na honorable block and foreign affairs minister no now you deputy minister for information sata near friend Comstrat. I was one of the first guys I na me near bam na me MP yeah e dem be kan ho ye mi say e bia omo mre no and omo de no special protocols bia omo chiche na masa the current NDC government entisa. Look, let me tell you something. Nansia placement edi placement ba utia na ndisi for nipa bebre ye dede woni minenti abasa no previous years no MPP for no oma ton placement na ma to the sense no office aban we be ye bi wo buy your platform so kofi netia bisa no in fact me banya aggregate 7 wonya brigades me ko kan say ye masi akakakra bi come for be chemawe. I'm telling you say the omo year no emfi me ko kan say system no is working masa enye easy confident here don't hear me or platform so no say exactly because idea no idea at the hospital people were getting aggregated to something that were
so
Jamaica question yes said they na kwasi poku kase ti say bia abanyofo nyina atisa no abanyofo nyina na atisa nyina na sebi bibia ni a na ye no basasa sauti ase ni obia na bibia
basasa wa mo ye ne ma basa
omuta mu hwe ne mo ye ti say so ye o kase ya chicha bi ni look there's no way look
okay,
so Dr. Omani Buama Yakupon fa ne currency the way Dr. Omani Buama city in fact ono de ne de sa de no qualify ne ye fa o na yi a onyi u mada When you woman, because it's 35, 40 something of the Omako police, I could say, yeah. NDC don't do that. And tell me, so a Shannon son. But the Okaya, they should, the Okaya Metinas, and they say, once I'm a crown, I'm Dikaka say, Sir, a year may you know, Echo dear Nimuno. One share, Yano boy policies, and honor, Quasi Editu just say, I say, or the Omushia as a security music. Now, or the two MTD, that one understand him. Because the name of your honor will could anymore. Because when I the president rep, then the crime say, look, yeah, can't cry, look, Domiha. He's not in charge. Udu Circle Crana, and your colleague created municipal assembly. Uba, aha, a Ga East, Udu Amasama, Ga West, South Yase, and to ono Accra Metropolitan, Mr. Before by, or my idea, or my Chishama Manaka, crabby, and Aka, Achimotan, no Suka Honest, and then you need free, memu, and to on the jury this year, I can say, you should be very careful. Let the MTDD take over. Because I dare know the omne ought to me so.
And also MTTD for his Omoya and Gosiaga.
And you see, I dare be or what? Said enough.
I don't say, I'm winning a team for 2 Abamamo.
I agree.
So you can't tell me, say, I agree. Or you know free.
No, you don't go front.
All right, maybe that's Yanaka proxy voting.
Anyway, maybe the MP before they tell me, would have share pass is young pass in few watch. The Amudia Ghana. And Comujine Ghana for one. No more bonny on my yard. And Kesum to be patch 30 years. And Sakura and Kaumaya day, I Jimmy say, ye bepa omanya bubium. President Obetra some few watch. Nana Dudanko Akufado. No fast or didn't be a finance minister. And they were Johnny. Well, Johnny Crumb,
you can't proxy voting once a man, then they go Pierre. You can't send your American.
The proxy voting is about a presidential primaries. What is president? I don't know. And I make sure I say that presidential primaries no quite in crown. They are useless. They don't respect Ghana. Now what's it before the Ghana for Gabi, you can say that. I'm telling you my opinion. They can take me to court.
Opinion
is my opinion is that the current presidential primaries now, and people don't see sell my could do not new president and Bafo Fraba, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Now share ye ko busumi duba akumu. Yenya fit. Nete John Mahama ye o mai. Now look, Americans voted. Listen to me. Americans voted in November. We Ghana have been voted in December. Americans, the Democratic Party, they have not even thought of electing. Listen to me. No, listen to me. Let me flow.
The American environment is different from our environment over here.
Look, the Democrat Party,
the dynamics different.
Oman say American, he said the MPP. Nana Dudanko Akufo-Addo, any Bawumia Nkrofo, any Kenoforiata, excel my way. Look, Kwesiboku, the boss, catch Ghana for say MPP for Omo Bokrono to say what they were stealing that there was no tomorrow. Now you do my and you buy. Look at those who are going through prosecution. Oba Basiani and Crawford to me at 2.4 billion.
No, Gabi, all those things are allegations against them. Until they have been convicted by a competent court of jurisdiction. And so you can't even say, no, you can't conclude. No, you can't conclude. Anti-conclude.
You see, Adam said, no, who affair, no, AT&T. And you didn't call court. So what you say? I didn't know. Until court. What did I say? I said they were going through prosecution, criminal prosecution. So what you say? And national service or no? Or says bench. And Victor Wari. And acquire no buffer stocky. Sedinam was convicted in absentia. Talking about the current situation.
Gabi, thank you so much.
Let me say, look, the ongoing presidential primary presidential camp of the MPP. Me feel say, look, Ghana for based on that, we shall punish them in 2028.
Me that say,
minimo. Mubi school corner and quacheresa.
Yeah, Kasa.
Ropa ni proxy voting. So ben kurane denta.
So asembe na kofa Ropa say wo. Ana.
There be by any proxy voting. Say
FM.
Ropa nya bro Ghana for one month on beto abama Ghana.
Yes. And Ropa ne dey. Be GDP so betimi ato aba no ama no ni ho. No makan. But proxy voting ne say nipa no obenya kwanya no eta ato aba ama obi a o baby.
Difference ba ko pe na wo mu. Eni say me wa brochire na me be wale wa Ghana na nso lole fe ma anya ma enti minu akogine mu mami na yenya wale ne mami ani ebi ni se ye betumi dia wale na ba UK ho ne yaye enya meboa mibra wa mu na di Europa atete beto ye nso wa mu di ba ku di the Europa na ba ku di the proxy voting difference enya moku ade we gura the same bra ba ku ni se mechi banko jine mu ne wale mame ana ba ku ni se ye fa wale ni mra America na ngasa na mi ngasa mi wale me yere no awa America e difference be na wo ni na nya mi na start you Debbie I be before there you be born to farm ama o mati ase so mu ye man bofo
me da se
na me start me Debbie na se me start
ya why we dey so masa ba on chain why masa ba on chain sisi ya kwesi boku my enko this proxy voting issue so
na se proxy voting onu kasa we kasa
mi ma kebi
da won ka be ko bi ase uwie utimi
ni ma nya 2 minutes ko
dabi na abosai
minya minya miti
kwasi
meti platform biso 2016 ana boy e ga say the party bi the president meti platform biso okay on November December January and the party craft na politicians ye power na say dambi na ya bo say ne you your mama report 1 million ye be gina so ka say we be gu ye be public opinion e sentencing your mama ni Ibrahim Muina ana be ba sentencium what I say you drink can one it is only politicians that it because public accounts committee wait time 32 million Ghana you dey 44 no justify say need your doors to see me there 32 million 32 so 1 million Ghana cedi oh and I'm busy we are also wait your doors to see we do justify I don't get it no say ya tibia ya kebia proxy vote here okay for me mrebia any ma yetimi eye what I say once upon a time PNPP structure ya tufi ase e de kosoro na impendifo dwendwen wa ko hu say ya tufi soroba moma e beboa some of us were against it but when next speaks neck kase wi ne for neck akase wi enti ene enipa 5 na ko about 4 sia omo mani abere say yantunu proxy omo si de na si ye obi ti abrochie say ope proxy amanyo for any requirement omo say otia okeke ni abere no hu o to US you win your people to become a appointment and your proxy omo bi appointment man proxy
yeah
wa mo bi appointment on proxy there are many appointment people will suffer because many of the appointments were from the external branches onim say ne papa we jade juma bet say radio cho o the radio so do taxi if you UK branch
anti Ken for the month for aso
you better for aso
dentra
party no Ghana ha and our external branch ho any to about ha obeji appointment to have to about the house family also be tomorrow what I say when they were going for appointment did they say okay me in my capacity as external branch me local government but person we give them money who is obi kebi
adamu na mu fi say we mu etimi abemana
you see any we must simple
na edenga
for transparency sake
yes
the previous one put me on record people voted proxy for people that in conformity by the say mangazi and to the say for the national in about 50 peneto na say be at 22 o me pamba tie mo proxy na ya to no be 50 pe 20 because here dey ba kon dey ngazo nko tu enti we ni abere say waji to me die o party ma fuelo problem about to omo fo banko say you refund obi sika mo so what's the problem sometimes e bi so ko da da bi mu ma me abere o ni fra o ntimi to enko ye we Oma keka bom. Kro dada John. I just say nobody akoto. Aton suom. Obi ani abri bia so person MPP yi franka 24 aye the will of the people nipa no fro come to be. What just say? Hey. Usoro chiri na obedel be. Usoro chiri na obedel be.
See former na me nim
so what I'm saying is that it's a good decision that the election committee has taken because na the day be do mo ye aba na the day ba dey be ho a. What just say? Intentem na no esi anu preko. 1/4. Ah.
But I mean, I said, I mean, come on, I mean, coca didn't go, but coca night is saying.
Yeah,
me say coca. One of the campaigners, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Now, and come out there, you know, we are Ebisa Huasam and say proxy voting. No, Sabre, the MPP's presidential election committee. Chairman, Joe, or say Wusu Ababontenga Ababa to just say proxy voting, no, and Yadon Majia to any ochina. Now, said a commodity, no, DMB camp, no, I am with the answer and Yamude.
Oh, make us a me coca in Yamide, and I feel a mapful representation of the party. What you say?
I didn't try.
And mapful, Mefa Congress, Nancy, I call you. Say omo buy. Say diaspora for no buy.
All right.
You see, Uche will be rather sema nkrofo bi omo campaign ato nsuomu kana. Omo kasa na omo
me pacho. Also Uche road rather nsem ebi mu omo campaign ato nsuomu kana. Why more specific? And I will refer to.
Omo campaign. Me kakin. And the campaign at home, Islamic bigotry messages are all normal. The campaign at home, let me be honest with you. Every Ghanaian or your MPP or your delegate has the right to vote. What you say? Omoya do saying, no, it would difficult be. Namun to me, more vote here. They call Congress how many days near, how many months near, how many weeks near. Have you communicated with them? Have you shared a plan with them? You see, sometimes the UFC say life a war and to say her. And you'll be anything you'll be a jan a busian in the sea amana babak. And you'll be a Nebenya a Juma Ubebusa Kwaya. Yebemano amanaba. That normal way you have to consider all this. And the find ways for them to vote in the various countries no more. But you can't just sit down unilaterally and say that you have a post ban.
Oh, Coca, you can't just say unilaterally because this is a committee's work chaired by Joe or say Wusu. So,
listen, there is nothing wise about the decision that was taken.
Anti-committee, no decision now we're taking this time around. Proxy, it is not a wise decision.
Are you saying that all the other elections, they will not permit
SOMPA FM?
Is that what they are saying? Is that what they are saying? That all the other elections now they will allow President to go?
But I am surprised, sir.
We know them. By a man, agenda and pushing. Listen, I'll be fair and honest. Out of their
you can't tell me, say, Yamangrophobia agenda and no pushy. Why the agenda and the pushes agenda?
They say out of 5 aspirants in to Abano. Dr. Mahmoud Baumia come pay and a car say, oh, dear, a GTO, or what right now?
I don't know phone no can say. One more your peneso. Now more your mo can say chinchina was a proxy.
Let's say 90% of the people now bano. Ebetuama Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
Really?
90% of the people now Ebetuaban Dr. Mahmoud Baumia.
How do you know?
And I say campaign I grow.
campaign e wo form campaign nye oil na ye dey kwa ye bu to campaign nye isu ano e go dina ka se meti habo wa ha watena ko mo over 60 years e inconsiderable. Campaign is to the NPP fraternity. Tell them what you do. Even by chance, bad time, normal uncle year 2023, Omunya 37%, so that regime war. One sharp -2 credit.
All right, so Koka, very soon you better Marco. So, what next for the DMB camp? Because it's a committee need their back.
Oh no, there is nothing we can do. And yet, the DMB camp is against it. But all we are saying is, if you are disenfranchising some people, and yet they are dues don't you, and yet they are requirements or the two abano, or the mother constitution now, proxy voting, and yeah, dear woman. So for now, to abano almost 1 million. How difficult is it for you to manage?
Okay, but I'm saying
when we need their resources, yeah, we need them.
But I'm saying other people have also opined, say, proxy voting no cry no. Obi amanane obetimi aka che obi say okay, ukwa akoto abama ni paso mesi. But obi ko do on adwen betimi asesa.
Efa ho ben.
SOMPA FM.
Me na me ma me ewu. And I'm see owu ya, what be your problem?
But
why are you crying more than the breed? Efa ho ben. Ma oni pa ko ne right. The right. Na ya so beka say nkofo na eko go to amake no mko wesi abano so. Yes, how would you
you can't reduce the conversation to this kind of a he say no, please no Debbie you can't say that. Say nkofo no omko abama ken no omo ye den you can't say that.
But you think what you said say the nkofo a opine say the likelihood say nkofo beka so omko to abano omko to abano. We need to understand that it's a democratic system. You need to respect the views and opinions of people. Nipa na o disenfranchising no. Ne stance here then we fear any views. Obligation be a man is all right in this obey delegate, you know. So I for failure, why are you doing that to him? And then the very first day a committee is setting up as modalities, you know. Young Pambe to one country say, hey, and you'll be and your friends say this year. As part of the electoral plans, you know, a proxy voting, so that people will plan with that.
But such a man, I say for Abatona Mukako, a mobile whole fine, you know, almost in-person voting.
If your parker says Abato be a to Ghana, Poma proxy can be an fine. And now on one trustee, the supervision. If he doubts his supervision, he shouldn't bring it on the delegate.
No. I mean, it's a decision. We know. I
am saying that you should understand that you are disenfranchising somebody.
But I have
collection. And I yes, see, and no, the only person no approach no be expect it on tennis can man the fire there no.
Very akoka, mama na say.
And also Otaja say, oh, some more Ghana, almost Ghana on here so abantu muntina na munya mo there, how would you feel?
All right, Koka, my na say why?
8 years ama ropa anya aduma. Ya man kofo chinchin yensa anything normal. It is not right.
Eti Koka, omo chinchin musa na. Other candidates let him up against the DMB.
Oh, yes, we will be answer. No matter how they do, no matter how they work, up. Number 3 will become victorious on 31st. February.
I'm going to say, I am quick to say, I see you do not to say, you know, Edin Common. AKA Coca, so do any DMB camp now, a honor. What's it? What's it? A woman in the
this is bien, MPP taking we does this way. I took on for.
Watch it grown for.
Yes, you grown for.
One aircraft for.
Obi adi ayila. Oh, pai omo udi usi nyem na fire. Where you some? Obi adi ayila. Oh, pai omo udi. You see, sometimes when people get a platform to sit on national television, no more arrange okazo kasa say. Alfred Joe Wise said, look at this person. Yeah, no man you say. Look, the National Executive Committee, 16 original chairman in the ABOTCHIE. And you ever need a connect. Now, you're near Koto. And you go wise or your wise man said, yeah, 7 months party. Minimum committee. We have the power to make a decision. They've made a declaration and go here. You think Roman has a top bottom down approach. Therefore, we're against. But in the wisdom of the party, they said that the election should go. And they get to move. You just want to have your quality. On la line now, proxy. I told so.
Why would I lie now?
Oh, me see.
Why would I lie?
Number 3, for la lie. And your proxy. I told so. I'm fat.
May I say, SOMPA 106.5 FM, RSYD Norvigi Studios. Studios be aqua me patros. I want a faye. I bear from a fidye and nobody young wejuma. And the patron person who film studio for your podcasting. Me patron RSYD Norvigi Studios. I bear ye pa. That's a guy say open trap picture. Open say ye senior. RSY Norvigi Studios. Me patron I bear for. Cameras ni home crowd ba eno di omodi ye omodwuma enti bomodi na kohwe RSYD Norvigi Studios omo ibo adwuma ye pa na omo cameras ni lenses ni SOMPA FM na mporo ko wo studio ankasa say no design set no enye easy kra bomodi na kohwe mo malama ba se ewo first Kokroko Street and experience a creative environment where your vision becomes a reality. Now, Pastor Buki, RSYD Norvigi Studios are. But you my friend number way 05747157778. And again, you can read them on 030-3974-822. RSY Norvigi Studios. Why? Your vision becomes reality. Nasakai said, Lexta Company Limited, Apostle way, a boy, Juma Yepa, Kakai, Midima for a center. Dr. Time da so, hey, Dr. Way, was Saya de Bruta, say yes, Yadia, Unyonku, Unyonku, yes, Yadia, Moja Broso, Upaso Fefru, and Sedan Koye, typhoid, malaria, stroke, New Year, about what the funny feature, or turn it. Medima for Herbal Center, Dr. Time da so. You should not check when our Pokwase Maira, so one crying her, walk master no chayinga, Ubanu Agogo, Bian Gamma School, need you more. Dr. Time da so, or see the Lord is our ultimate healer. Better still, reach him on 0244 774282, 0500 727215. Medima for Herbal Center, Dr. Time da so, Dr. Time da so. Sabre be kwa manusona ye ne etifo ahweabum obetimi afre 0260 196064 0260 196065. You can call and be a part of the discussion right here on SOMPA 106.5 FM for God and country. Mwene etifo nhwimbom kakrada masaba in studio na menemu ababedi nkobo. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Jama Akupe.
Yeah, me pacho wana me ne kase. Well line I drop up me pacho. Also bet me friend 0260 196064 0260 196065. I don't know. I don't align drop us me pacho also bet me friend 0260 196064 0260 196065. Your friend Yodikan. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Me bacho wana me ne kase.
Prof bacho me dem botin kan die.
Me bacho me te okapa.
Yo every right from Kantama to market. Ghana. Yo the minister papa no. So power Ghana. Sabrege about power committee. Oba woman organizer. What? Papa was a national chairman was fat and a black champion on one delegate won't go to Abamano on 1 year pay. Yo, tough battle with the meaning. Papa Mahama got petrol and no petrol reacted. Nanyama said your mind word
Maybe I don't come on the funnel. You know, besides I never for Omoji lorry face, any council Omoji, and a proxy voting. As I said, oh, no, Freya, John Dabad, Mama, why are there?
Well, what is this? Yo, I don't know for the man, Papa. Maybe anyone that do send the other sorry. But this time we are saying a crowd. I'm finally a hand identity. And so, oh, I get 30 Ghana, 35. Oh, my thing. And the movie at the petrol, and what I am calling more Tom. They are calling him. Only a minute, Baba.
May I say, Pass over Jumedian? So, hello, good evening.
Good evening.
Maybe I don't want a minute, I say.
Only a master, German South, bro.
Hey, Maxwell, me too, catch a crow. Now, put to say.
Oh, Butchie, I'm not getting found line on your too hot.
You're too hot, oh.
Bend that down. They were lying.
Yo, Maxie, it's you.
I'm not going to chair with you. For the chair, you recognize me. I can't say. Whom be anywhere, it's me if you are so. So you make your feet. Mamma can't. For the voting, not sending I can't tell her editor the day, but editor say, you shall the Abania. Get your fear now, yeah, you have a trouble. About yours, I mean, what can I myself for? I want to do the day, I don't see no. Since you have no final, I'll come for you for the final fact. I want to me by 3 times a day, every year. Every German for 1 year, I was like saying, final. Yeah, I'm being so when they have my contract in that day, it's the engineer who know. I have a quality, I'm not one no more German staff one. Okay, one with you say, I'm seeing any security for no, I'm on your be here. And I'm out for AD with German staff one. And I can tell about it. It is a comments in the empire. Comments in the empire with German staff one. I got it for it's a year ago. Now, the man who is down, he said, Gabia. On here, special, I mean, how do you call it?
Special prosecutor.
Special prosecutor, no? What check? Yeah, you know, Ghana for what's right here, my Ghana, Boka. Papa, no, you might be or second, that one,
Maminasi, so bad ready. So, we have 0260 1960 0260-1960-65. Also, bet my friend, what do I drink today? I'm a boy, you made it. My mini caller ending. Come on. Hello, good evening.
Good evening,
yeah, me back one minute in Kasai.
Naya Kasasi Tabora.
Naya, what am I patrolling to you? Why?
Mame Moa Basso, Nagasama Obo.
Amen.
It grew from 3 Banwa. Na Airways no. Wajibabia.
Aseda.
And then I said last mamas. Anymore, Omode or radio natural or multi program.
Yeah, I'm asking.
Papa. You run on board, incoming chairman or sort chow. And Yamami Hawa Kumsin. Incoming a woman organizer. Chris Lloyd, youth organizer, so Chiana, our boss. Obama, great minister, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. On the social for Papa. Yeah. Oh, three. That's it.
Okay, never more mastery. Yeah,
market on the wall. Minia, and there might be a cost for a memoha. Nurse and Central for Mocasa Farm.
And there.
Minia, almighty more thing.
Almighty more thing.
I'm up with see opinion. Meno Casa Bra, a crack board anymore, the hand crop we go. And I
drive for us so a bobapo.
I free and Sawamuba Accra, a 15 city, 25 city. Ufri Accra, Ufri Sabaka, a city, a group by this time almost 10 city. Ufri Kaswa, Eba Accra, a 10 city, but this almost 15 city. And to me, Yeram Hamas who are to petrol family and one. And to put one what is in any, I won't call the Abraham. I won't try Iram Hamani and this is one of the Abraham. Mustafa Bandi, the captain of two almost traffic control there or Moody. sika sɛn ɛna ɔmo twa kɔto constituency bi a
mini abright NSC form
sika sɛn na ɔmo twa kɔto wɔ ɔmo di minia ahotira yewa Muhammad ya beton nkurɔfoɔ so no ano ɔde o
ba me na se pass over dwumadi so also bet me afre 0260 1960 64 0260 1960 65 also bet me afre wo da adwenkyere de ba ya beje na ya ma etifo ate. Hello, good evening.
Good evening oja.
Yeah, me pa so wana me ne ka say.
Me pa so bright ni a me butu aboso kan.
Hey, Enra Bright, asam na ka say aboso kan for ebo apodo obi so frefre aboso kan ka say asam na ka no enya no kro.
Enya no kro say no ni pa na fra no so yejuma aboso kan.
Also yejuma aboso kan. Na kro no kro ni mu.
Also ni mi.
Also ni mu.
Also there.
Also I have a fast spare pass on a shop or cotton.
Yeah, may invite you one Kasama Wababusuka. Now, me pato, so see me boy, and that all I say. Would the mammy call us and answer? Why, mammy call us and answer? Mammy chair, honorable courage, McCaffrey, in the next week. Our TDT, Papa. Unim, driver for I walk Ghana and wrong. I brought and a modibo the customers a fruit truck. And the petrol about form. And today in China, move up when you so every rubber Ghana for. Share, say, Unim, Obi car from Sekra, Kano, Coca, Swao. But I catch also Ludu Kaneshi. Now I do 40. Odu Kanesia, now I loadu Odoko. Now I do 40. Now Odoko so I loadi at the Akoka Swa. Now I do 7 city. Dating a driver for the years, Mr. Transport Minister, Honorable Joseph Bukari Nipe. Only transport minister. Because I same way, the woman say a big cost work, Masi, and Mamusa security for Mamuko support. On also near the same thing. Because I also know said your Mamuko Achimota. Any of Franconia, they are the same thing. It is hard to driver for any mate for no. I would you boy up, Sadiano, Amusha Enya de eboa che ena me do ka say dollar 10 cedi enti dollar 10 cedi 50%. Date na bo so kan for say omo de omo tim yama so senya bro ena omo ya date enya enya dollar na edi omo ko kra no yama ne eba o man Ghana mo ukote mapota enya dollar ya na omo tia ye yi taxes be free yama so senya politics 2017 President Akufo-Addo eba abemu almost omo import duty so ni o man we mu who say MPP for ebo so mu titi ni o so e dey ama customers e beto ade wa boso kan 17 cities kura no mu titi ni o so e dey mama for wa boso kan ade na ne dollar 10 cities mu pese mu be titi ni o so your best Senator John Dramani Mama says special prosecutor office no on promise OSP no FFO.
May I say what do you also think? I think I'll take about 2 more calls and get back in studio. That it in common up in the year 0260 1960 64 0260 1960 65. Hello, good evening.
Good evening, Onia.
If I talk with you, baby, I'll cast free.
Aja asi du ni kantamanto me na nra me frɛ ho
si edu ye da sema akwaba be ba to ye tie wa dwenkyere
ni ha on se amamu na ye bu no ye nyina ekowi a oman ni mu na ye nyina yete so I say branki ya okasa ko me na nam be si na chi no
ada nneso wa be si na chi Sompa FM. I also know. My into I don't know for no mobile polo. As I some the who you about. Bye. As I some design is right now. Medical anyway. Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening, boss.
People are talking about it, Cassie.
I'm at the Frederick in the Casa Free Farmer Junction.
All right, Farmer Junction, away.
So, Ablekuma, what they call Anya area outside.
All right, yeah, that's about what I'm going to patrol you.
Yeah, you show some little last question.
Yeah.
But patrol concerning truck for now, almost lithium prices, you know. Chairman, Major truck for that. Najuma MTT before they do one model best fashion is come back to no chairman. Easy. Out so truck driver. Now manage effort to sway like a fat, walk of fat, a kind of thing, running spark, not police as well. If the effort to the police as well, Daunami. There's no way I see the engine scour. Never, chairman, never.
Now, me patrol that MTT for na mochemo. I was aquano sono. I don't want to move from so denga.
Chairman, why do you know about the piano of the Calodo? The traffic who are there, what happened? Traffic who are in I want to very choked. The one of the open the police not to take a oh, be a door, my take it for be a door, not police near Macho. No, what was 2% the same year? I was so that it's in my that driver, no? That driver, the police needed that for fine with. So who said, come to the prices. Or the chair, I didn't start of watching, obey the price, no, fluctuate. And me, I'm the Quackra, Mr. Dynamic account, and Mr. B, from Tudu to a Barrier, or the density, flat. Who can throw up a mouth, but I never see where I say a buy for back is Embra Chrome. I don't back is no any more. The truck goes down there, thank you. My back, I have 5 to be a couple that truck one up from. That's a little bit of a couple from. No, kills. Almost how much money for the price. I'm on there. It's a buy to protect any way to try. I'm not, but I am more. I was from.
I posted for the chat now for now. Almost John Bassing.
Offer me police will be a friend of wonder. Me a come in my concern. The police are coming, sir. Everybody do 50 Ghana, everybody do 100 Ghana. Like the question answer the this kind of boss. I want to back away from officer and to the officer. And delay one to what I do keep a man watching this kind of FM. It's a very new stuff. I know for Olivia. I'm not waiting to show them again now.
I can feel your frustration. But any last caller ending come on and wrapping up the show. Hello, good evening.
A police upon how more class and travel. So I say, and police for more money, from normal penny by ye. A police upon you go so strong you to but some of the Agama one is why you see. Would you car a cocoa board and Ningo? Obekono, I said, ya bought a bench on woman and a kind of pimpy. Or I was never be at West. Minia, the one was so kind of empty as a will free. Minia, your Casaco is here. Omona, because I go bushy, scratch for not the Edinburgh, I was so kind of beton. It will not know that Yakwa and good Yakofan Yamano. I have a good store, I get the duty. Yes,
rock as I said, we never Adumana Yawa was so kind of Unia, who are in Sika, and yet the Kran Yaman, and yet the Abeton. One more dog at the Obama shop by Pandema. I'm not on the neighborhood from no account. It will be no money tendency to obey because I'm not constant. Maybe my company near money Korea, a bit to China, Namadi Abano, 4% me due to Adimino, them not necessary. Therefore, buying also M on home also at the dollar. So, because only never be do have one, could be. What I say, thinking one no, I go ya or Kataya or no, but not now what about the shop of other family. May I say, Media Winfred, yeah, what's a metrato?
Numero with your manso where by your papa host.
Yeah.
In the Woody member, Adima, a group of serious people.
Why am
MPP for The most unserious group organization. The most unserious group of people are gonna hire MPP. How can a whole political organization submit the name of 4 misleaders to become a leader? Now, why do you remember the amount?
Your first time. But manager, that's good.
I am a person who wanted and I'm me a constituency me school placement me a member of national communication me regional communication now me about to day school testing me per government boarding house grade Z school kramanya now it has a military ya teachers lot my me radio so na make as obama me konya ka mebubo me number no be a slot be akura as NDC chairman otonkra meto na me banako military
Gabi, you call what's the chato?
Yo, and just one by now, MPP na budget, Mamenka.
Time no.
Don't worry,
it's just 1 minute.
Don't worry about it. I said, Mekana met memory song. Oh, Bende, say, oh, whole time. If say, about President and Finance Minister Abaso. So, share near more dear Gua Kwansua. Share MPP for by film or tree. Now there was policy, there was arrangement say another gas plant omanye and then a buy budget to buy and another gas plant ama ya sign a thermal plant a be my electricity 1200 megawatts we are free wa na oko agreka ya import over 4,000 agric machinery ye bie agric mechanization centers ni nyina ye kwa adwuma ye pese ebedi tintiman na aduane se de na osikan na aduane bo beba fom so share your budget here the buy ya de ba kwa nkrofo ka ho dwuna ho
tie
o kakra bi
da bi ya be kind news
nessa kan zame me otamwa
I'm supposed to sign up 5 minutes Debbie no you sign up 5 minutes to your time so thank you so much why Gabi medasi se me di kan ka kire you know abusuafo your friend be Kobla ABOTCHIE aka Prof hana mrema kwan ma di dwumadi na si nyame adom no de cheyen a ye be sa ba from every Monday